Hello and welcome to All Talk No Dice, the worst excuse for a D&D show you can find online. From last we left off, the Companions of Fate set sail in the Brian Barnacle, a seemingly busted up ship you had paid a very handsome price to travel over to the other side of Valdur to find Ralof and Theron's homeland of Jodelheim. To your surprise, the ship took off into the air only after sailing out of the eager eyes of Bramblecrest. You all began to become comfortable and gained some semblance of sea legs. You had a brief tour of the ship where Gerald saw through some trickery and illusion to find the arcane engine of this vessel, while Theron was still interested in the off-limits Beholder Chef Seabiscuit. Laying your things down next to some lovely mats and heading back to the poop deck, Tara and Kurid began to share words of home while Ralof and Gerald began to trade swords as training began. A heart-racing training session was underway. Both of you started off light until certain tricks were used, all while the rest of the team started to slowly contribute. And just as Theron won a gold coin from Briar and both Gerald and Ralof called it quits, catching your breath, Captain Meadow quickly strode past all of you and headed to the helm, shouting for the crew to take cover as the sky quickly turned grey around you and the clap of thunder sounded everywhere. Lightning shot down, hitting the deck of the ship, leaving behind humanoid-shaped figures, fully coursing of lightning. A fight ensued, and you all found yourselves fending for your lives, saving Meadow and yourselves from imminent death. Now, if I get the right music track up. Now, just after 3 of these creatures fused together to shoot a stream of lightning towards you all, feeling the heat, 3 others began to fuse together and grew larger and larger. You all stand atop the main deck with the heavy rain hurling down upon your faces, grey skies swirling around you, while the rattle of the sails sounds as Meadow continues to try and hold onto the wheel, standing before you a 13-foot tall humanoid entity with a thick muscular frame and burning blue eyes. This is where we pick it up. So, picking up in initiative, we have Tara.
It's me. Okay. What's gonna happen is I'm going to yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna do that. So I'm going to grab my fist and basically just like face chest punch myself. Obviously not dealing any damage, but from myself of a 30-foot radius, I'm going to make the spell Aura Vitality.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, it's going to heal myself for 2d6.
Awesome. Okay. Also, Ralof, can you nudge your camera just a little bit down? Perfect. Thank you.
5, 10, 15, 16. Okay, cool.
Okay. And then after Meadow, after Tara and Meadow, Ralof, you are on deck. So you all see as the lightning giant is formed, and you hear a behind you of Tara after she punches herself in the chest, and this aura just emanates out and back into herself.
There we go. And then it says you can use a bonus action to cause one creature in the aura, including you, to regain 2/6. So it's going to use my action, and it's going to have to use my bonus action. But I'm going to gain 2d6, and I'm going to use my movement. I'll be able to. I'll tell you obviously how much it comes to. In a sec. 10. Okay. You just grab all of these.
Oh yeah, that circle's like double the size because when you say 30-foot radius, that's 60-foot diameter.
Well, I thought it was a 30-foot radius, as in
Radius
all
is
the
from
way
the
around.
center. No, radius is from the center to the edge.
That is sick. I will just quickly redraw that then.
Pretty much covering the entire ship.
Yeah. The diameter is all the way across.
Okay, I'm just going to remove the circle
Okay.
for now. But yeah.
You can
One
add a
was
circle
one
over.
was about 7 HP.
Awesome.
If you
And
click
I
on your
will-
if you click on your character and scroll down, go into the options, you can scroll down and add an aura.
token aura.
And you can add in your feet.
I will do that while other people are doing it.
Okay.
I'll tint it red though. I'm going to move to like pretty much to block anything that comes in the direction of Mido.
Okay.
I will be obviously there, but
Yeah.
just for now.
Yeah, but yeah. Okay. So you kind of like push your back against Mido's shoulder as she's just holding on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Try to move us away.
And you notice Mido instantly. She's going to make a strength check.
Yeah.
Not too great. As you see her, like, snap. Okay, that's definitely a big aura. She snaps the wheel to the port side,
Thank you for telling me that.
and like you can feel the sails like as they slowly shift a little bit and rotate. You just hear of the sails just having a hard time grasping what breeze there is in what proper direction as she's just holding on, and you see the wheel though, her hands and you see the wheel and begin to roll to starboard as she tries and catches it, and all of you feel this lunge of the ship just begin to bow to the starboard side, and you feel this like innate tilt on the floor below you. It's not doing anything right now, but we'll see if she can write it on her next turn. But with Tara and Mido done, start of the round or top of the round rail off. What would you like to do with Gerald on deck?
So I will bonus action move my
Oh, sorry, Theron on deck.
scimitar
Mm-hmm.
over to here, which is actually, how many times can I do that? I think it's 3. That's for the 4th time. Never mind. Okay, that's fine. It's only done the 1 attack at the minute. So and I will then just move down to here. I'm assuming that's 5 foot, is it?
Yeah, but there's stairs as well, aren't there? Unless you.
No, I'm saying 5 foot away from the. I have 40 feet of movement. I'd be able to make that.
Yeah, I'd say yeah, because they are a large creature, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so here's a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
With the floating sword, does that count towards the flanked?
No, has to be
I
another
didn't
creature.
think so. I thought I'd ask.
But worth asking.
Yeah, then I'll just attack with all 3. So 2 with the halberd and 1 with the scimitar. Then.
Okay, go for it.
Do some cheeky rolls, shall we? Jesus Christ, that's like some good sort. 15 and 12 to hit with the halberd.
15 and 12.
Yeah.
Okay, the first one just barely hits.
Right. So 1 hit with the halberd, and the scimitar was 21.
Okay, yeah,
hit.
scimitar does hit. Yeah, so roll damage for the halberd first.
So that is That was a really good roll. 15 slashing damage.
Nice. Give me 1 second, sorry. Yep.
And 10 slashing damage with the scimitar.
Nice. Okay, so as you strike with a halberd, you feel that that blowback of the electricity as you hit the form, and as it's looking down towards you, and you hear like a deep grumble from it, just a. But then just at the back of the throat, you hear of the rattle of electricity. As you hit, you instantly see part of its form like almost latch onto the halberd as it passes through, and it surges down to you.
Is this technically a spell?
No.
No.
You take 12 points of lightning damage.
So half to 6 then.
Half to 6. As you feel that jolt, and you swing again, and this form, same, almost similar properties, just a little bit slower than the other forms, just opens up a portion of its body to let the halberd meet nothing but air before, as the scimitar from the back or the from like the side strikes down, and you notice the scimitar itself does get a slight shock, but nothing happens to that. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
No. That's
Okay.
pretty much it.
No problem. Awesome turn. Theron. With Gerald on
Euron
deck.
is going to hold out his arm, and a purple arcane clock with 3 hands is going to come spinning wildly, and then all 3 hands are going to collapse together at the 12 position and fire out magic missile.
Nice. Okay. So roll damage for the magic missile for me.
Do 4, 4, and 2, so that's 5, 10, 13.
13. Awesome. Okay. Is Theon going to move or bonus anything?
He is. I think he'll just move after that. And he's going to go down to. Yeah, he'll go down here next to Mido, actually.
Okay.
Go away from it.
Oh, you can't move him.
I'll bring him down there.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So as you notice, as Theron casts magic missile again, and as he pushes his hand forward, the 3 arms of the clock just and clap together at 12, streaking out 3 missiles, and all 3 striking. You notice it does some damage, but it's weird. The electricity almost like soaks up the arcane in a way and just envelops it. But as Theron quickly darts to the stern of the ship, Gerald, you are up. What would you like to do?
Alright. I'm gonna move forward a bit here and casting Unnatural Charm at the thing. Gerald's going to be talking towards the form, being like, my, aren't you a beautiful one? I could give you the title Pelvis Destroyer. And Unnatural Charm. That's the what's it called? Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, wisdom save. That is 9.
That fails.
But
As we-
it is going to use one of its legendary resistances to make the save.
Bitch.
As you notice in that moment, the creature begins to like look at you softer, and the eyes stop burning for a moment before it snaps out, and you just hear as the eyes flare up again.
Yeah. And after that, yeah, I think we will then also use Mass Healing Word as a bonus action.
Okay.
Oh wait, yes, I can do that. That's all good. I will give 2 to Rayloff, 2 to we'll give 1 to Tara, 2 to Theron. and then the rest of myself on there.
Okay. So, do you want to roll?
Yes. So that is 10 and oh, nice. So 20 points to rail off.
Sweet.
9 points to Tara.
Thank you.
Another 9 points to Theron. And for myself, 9 points. Cool.
Nice.
And that is all we're going to do then.
Okay. All right. So, as you finish your turn, you notice the lightning giant that was once staring towards you begins to slowly turn their head towards you, Rayloff, as you are the closest. And you notice with its hand, the hand itself just dissipates and reappears as 3 large electrical needles standing out from its wrist, and it's going to attempt to make 3 attacks against you.
Okay. These are just normal physical, well, not physical attacks, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Pretty much similar as the electrical sword. The sword attacks that the
Okay. So
could sub.
it's not a spell. It's not counted as a spell then.
No.
For the sake of spell shield.
No.
That's fine.
Okay, the first is 18 to hit.
Yep, just hits.
Second one is 5.
No.
And
Surprisingly,
the
that
third one is a 17.
Just doesn't hit.
Okay, so the first one does hit. So a couple of the attacks just the lightning crackles around you, but misses you barely before one of the large swords just digs deep into your stomach. You take 15 points of lightning damage.
Jesus.
Reduced
It's a good
to
thing it's halved.
yeah, reduced to 7.
7, yeah.
Yeah. The giant is going to use 2 points of its. Well, actually, wait. 2 points. Hold on. Give me a second.
Into legendary actions, is it?
Yeah, 2 points of the legendary actions. So yeah, going to use 2 legendary actions to make another multi-attack on you, Rayloff.
Okay.
With the 3 swords again.
Annoyed that it's just fucking missed 2 of them.
Yeah. Okay, better. The first one is 21.
Yep.
Second one, 19.
Yeah.
And the third, 17 again.
No, just 2 hits then.
Okay. So, first one, as the giant, again, almost as the electricity builds around it. Its entire form is electricity and lightning, but as it attacks, you notice this somewhat surge of lightning down to its hand before it strikes out. So for the 2 attacks that do hit, you take... the first one you take 23 points of lightning damage, reduced to 11. And the second... you take 18 points of lightning damage, reduced to 9.
Yeah.
As the large giant pulls away from you, you just see its eyes look up and just stare directly over towards the 3 at the stern of the ship. It is going to stay where it is, and that is their turn over. So, Tara, you're up with Mido on deck. What would you like to do?
Just want to make sure that is concentration. Yeah, cool, it is concentration. I am going to use my bonus action of Aura Vitality to give Rayloff another hit of Vitality, which is 2d6. I'll roll that for him.
You saw me the last time.
And so you gain 6 HP.
Did you use that on me the first time?
No, I used.
No, okay.
I used Aura Vitality on me, and then the first time, and then I used it on.
It's
you
fine. I
second.
thought you. I was getting confused with you saying using it again on me.
Yeah. On. Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to use my action to assist Captain Mido on keeping control of the ship.
Awesome.
And assisting her on which way she wants to move. I'll kind of push that
Yeah.
way, or at least stop the wheel by turning right now.
All
That's my immediate
Awesome.
of my action. And I will end my turn.
Okay. As you hear me, just grab it. We need to level it out. All right. I want you to make a strength check with her.
Yep.
Okay. She got a 16 on hers.
Pretty average. I got an 11.
Okay.
At least
She
we got a
does, with your aid to push against the handles of the wheel, she is able to grip enough and like kind of lock her feet in position and pull, and you do see the wheel turn a lot smoother than before, not rattle away from her hands, and she's able to keep grip on it. As you do, all of you feel the ship and begin to flatten out again.
Cool.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I'll turn.
Top of the round, Rayloff with Theron on deck. What would you like to do?
Personally enough, I'm gonna hit it.
Okay, you go hit it.
I use pointy stabby thing.
Do it with the halberds first. Okay. Well, I can tell you now the first one missed because it was a 1.
Okay.
I got 20 non-natural 20 on the next one though.
Yeah, the 20 hits. So the first one, you just see the lightning open up and close back up again. Before the second one does hit the mark.
Another 15 slashing damage on that one.
Very good. You do notice, Rayloff, as you swing and you strike, it's making an impact, but just not as much as you thought.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, I can't really do. I don't really have spells to do anything, but I will.
On that attack as well, you feel that surge through you again. Low rolls. You take 4 points of lightning damage, reduced to 2.
Nice. Yeah, I'll do a bonus action to attack with the scimitar then.
Alright, go for it. As the scimitar, on your command, just...
God's sake, getting such bad rolls.
What was it?
13. That's not going to hit.
Yeah, 13 unfortunately misses as it goes for like the side of the face. And albeit like the lightning does like form like a fairly solid like female face. Very womanly, very feminine form, even though it is 13 foot tall. But you see the face just open up, like the eye and the side of the jaw just opens up, begins crackling lightning out just to avoid that one swoop from the scimitar before it and just reforms. And the you notice the giant looks down towards you. Is there anything else you're doing on your turn?
No.
Okay. And then you notice his eyes flare and look over to the stern of the ship. It's going to, the end of your turn, Rayloff, it's going to use 3 legendary actions to do electrical overload. So you very quickly see both hands raise up and look up to the sky, and you hear this almost banshee like static before it throws its hands down, and a column of lightning just hurls down to the stern of the ship. So in a 15-foot radius centered on Mido, I want Mido is going to make a dex save, and I want Terra and Theron to make the dex save as well.
Better.
Mido,
Non-natural 20.
nice. Mido rolled a natural 1.
Oof.
16 for Theron.
16, okay. So Terra and Theron both going to take half damage.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. I'll
take the rest of the shit, I guess.
Okay, so that is Tomedo. That is 32 points of lightning damage.
Well, I'm assuming she's immediately dead then.
She's possibly down. Do I have enough grip on the wheel to
hold on? Yeah.
Hold?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
So 32 to Mido, so that's
16.
so 16 points of lightning damage to Theron and to Terra.
Okay.
You see, just as that clap of thunder sounds all around you, almost deafening the three of you. You just hear Mido as you see her body just let go of the wheel and drop down to the ground. You see part of her face and the flesh running down, her clothes as well, burnt and scarred. You see her laying flat, and you just see the singes of smoke trailing off of her clothes and off of her skin.
Off a quick glance, does it look like she's dead?
With your passive perception, and because you're so close, you barely see her chest slightly rising.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, Theron, you're up. What would you like to do?
Theron is going to say, "Oh yeah, well take this," and he's going to cast Chromatic Orb at a 4th level. So a green poison ball is going to form into his hand, enlarging 3 times as he casts it at 4th level.
Okay.
And yes, we'll roll.
Yep.
That is 24. No, can I read what his bonus is? 22 to hit.
22 does hit. Roll for damage for me.
Right. So it's 3d8 plus the extra 3d8 there.
All I got in my head is
You just see the ball.
Just the size of the sun.
That is 22 poison damage.
22 poison damage. Awesome. Awesome. Great fucking move. You see the chromatic orb as Theron charges it up and just lobs it over, and you see the ball just hurling through the air as it, and you notice some of the lightning of the form begins to turn a sickly green, and the lightning around that area slowly begins to just get thinner and thinner and begin to show more space through its body.
Right. Yeah, he's now also going to move down the stairs and go to. Yeah, we'll move into here again. Right down here.
Okay. Alright. So, going there.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Awesome. And I'll, just for the sake of it, because it will annoy me forever, I'll just have Theon turn and face. where he's going. Okay, awesome. With that, Gerald, you're up. What would you like to do?
Right. So even though the cloak is billowing, you'll see sort of a white energy come from the cloak, and Gerald is going to just spin around with it, and then as this white energy comes down, it will collect into his hands. He throws it out and is going to use the cloak's ability to cast a web. So a 20-foot cube and 10-foot depth. Straw shape. So it's going to latch all along here.
Okay.
So all along the ballista and the barrier and the mast in the center. And that is just going to completely entangle this entire area with webs.
Okay. So it is counted as rough terrain?
So each creature that starts a turn in its web or enters them during its turn must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed creature, the creature is restrained as long as it remains in the webs or breaks free. And it counts as rough terrain, yes.
Okay. Awesome. Okay.
Just throw an arrow.
Yeah.
Can I do anything else on that? No. So in fact, Gerald's going to tumble down these stairs. He's going to flip down them. He's not going to take the stairs properly. He's going to go down the barrier and across the side, and he is going to run across to this side here.
Okay.
Otherwise, that will be everything on that.
Awesome. Okay. Great turn. Really good. As you watch Gerald as he hurls his cloak around, and just the spiderweb design almost begins to just emit and seep out this thick webbed gelatinous glue as he hurls it into his hands and launches it forward. You see this web expand like a net, and it coats and just spreads pretty much almost like a plague all over the bow end of the ship, and underneath the giant as well, just casting webs everywhere. Thick, gluey, gelatinous webbing. Great fucking turn. Okay, so the lightning giant is going to start her turn in the web, so that is a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Fuck me, couldn't have been a constitution.
No.
Oh, okay, alright, I'll take that. Dex save, that is a non-natural 20.
Yep, it saves that, so it's just not restrained.
Okay, alright. Give me 1 second. Okay.
You can tell us he's fucked, so it's alright. Never mind.
Shut up. Okay. The lightning giant, slowly getting more frustrated, looks back towards you, Gerald, and the whole form just and all around you begin to hear thunder clap around you, and the air or the sky above it almost seems to darken and cast just a gentle silhouette of itself across the deck of the ship. And as the sky begins to get darker and clap, you notice part of its chest just open slightly, showing nothing but air, before some strands of lightning just begin to and begin to collect in the center. And with a loud, thunderous clap, the energy collected into its chest is going to hurl forward towards you, and is going to expend all 5 of its legendary actions to cast what would be the alternate, or the equivalent of an 8th level chain lightning.
A little old me.
I think I'm there.
So that is going to be a dexterity saving throw on everyone. Mido is instantly going to fail it, and she is going to lose. Well, actually, we'll see what the damage is. But yeah, so
Dex save, do you say?
yeah, as you notice, the strength of this lightning goes from Gerald up towards the bow of the ship, and arcs to Theron, arcs towards Rayloff, back to Mido, and then finally in towards you, Terra, as the lightning surges throughout the entire ship, with the dark clouds and swirling around you and the clap of thunder. So,
can I use the misspell book for this?
it is not a spell.
Okay.
It is a complete overload, but it's a feature of the monster, not a spell being cast.
I was thought to ask.
Okay.
But I still
So-
get dexterity save. Is it just dexterity save?
Dex save for me.
Yeah.
Terra,
21.
21, you succeed. Theron
Theron got 3,
fails. Then Gerald,
and Gerald got 18.
okay, you succeed as well. And Rayloff,
22.
you succeed. So everyone but Theron succeeds.
Everyone but Theron.
Sorry, Theron.
Question, even Mido, did she succeed?
She's unconscious.
You're-
She insta-failed.
Oh.
So,
She's probably gone.
so Theron takes 53 points of lightning damage,
Ouch.
as everyone else takes
Oh.
25.
Okay.
Everyone else takes
26?
yeah, because it's round down, so 26 points of lightning damage.
Oh,
I take half of
yeah,
that.
I thought I'd actually die, and I didn't.
You're gonna hear
It's half for 26? 13.
Yeah, 13.
with the steering wheel again. I am on the ground.
Oh.
Fucking-
You do see as Terra,
Yep.
just before the surge of lightning really takes hold of you and your eyes go dim, just in that visage, as Theron is like facing away and looking up towards the giant, just before your eyes begin to dim, you see that unconscious body of Mido. The lightning courses through, and the body just shakes for a millisecond before it is burned to nothing, and a gentle pile of ash leaves the stern of the ship before you let go of the wheel, and your vision goes dim and you clatter to the ground unconscious. What's Theron looking like?
He hit negative and dropped down. but he didn't die.
Okay. Both of you hear 2 heavy thuds to the main deck. And Terra and Theron are down. You feel the ship begin to lurch at an odd angle as it begins to bow slightly off to the starboard side. I want...
Also, my
Your aura disappears.
yeah.
I want Gerald and Rayloff. Oh wait, Gerald, are you still up?
Yeah.
Okay. I want both of you to roll dexterity saves for me, please.
Is this technically something I can see? For the sake of
Yes, I will say yes.
data sense.
Yes, I will say, because you can tell in this moment of the ship bowing off to one side.
I didn't really know how to explain.
I
how
know
to
what you mean.
ask
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I've rolled anyway, but with my ability to stand on a ceiling, could I argue that I can successfully hold on to most things as long as it's
Okay,
not like
okay. You know what?
a sudden lurch?
Okay, all right. Give me 1 second then. Rayloff, what did you roll?
17.
17.
Wait, yeah, 17.
Okay,
That was
you-
wonderful.
You change your form and you like almost like slamming the base of the halberd down into the deck, and you hold on as the ship begins to. All of you begin to hear of just heavy inventory beginning to bash against the galley underneath you. Gerald, you just notice your vision just
But then leaves.
as you are just standing perfectly still in this moment of what's going on before you slightly with the ship. You are all of you are now at about a 45-degree angle as the ship is
Okay.
bowing off still into the stormy skies.
Is the big lightning monster still here? I'm guessing.
Yes.
Thought it might have gone after that.
You do notice though, after that discharge, and Gerald and Rayloff, after you kind of survey the deck and you notice 2 allies down and 1 missing, you turn to the giant and you notice the giant itself still holding that form, but part of the arms and the legs and the face and the neck, the lining is so much thinner and weaker, not binding it to a solid electrical form, more wiry and, being able to see through more of it as it seems it's expended a lot.
Yeah. Oh, is it still its turn?
It is still its turn.
Is it going to move at all, or is it just going to stay still?
Did it save on its dex? Sorry? I don't know if it's done on it.
The deck saver did.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's going to at least attempt to move.
And I will use Sentinel attack on it.
Okay, so I'll say it's going to try and move past you, Rayloff. So roll for Sentinel.
So it'll be as it's going past me
Yeah.
then. Well, it does hit. 22. So
22,
it
yeah.
stops.
So it stops. Does it stop just behind you? I take it's
Yeah,
when you
it's
hit it.
it's as it's trying to leave
Yeah.
the 5-foot radius.
Okay, all right.
So I will do the damage. 8 slashing damage. It's not the best, but at least it stopped moving.
8 slashing damage. Okay. You do get that surge shock.
Yeah.
Straight away back. Kind of low rolls. You take 7 points of lightning damage, reduced to 3.
Yeah.
As it surges you again. but you see the form as it did try to escape you and head towards the stern of the ship. The movement slower and more sluggish. It's looking exhausted and kind of hurt. So, with their turn over, Terra,
Death save.
can you roll a death saving throw for me?
I fail.
Oh wait, is any? Oh no, sorry. Yeah. I was gonna. It's only me and Gerald that have the belt still active.
Alright, so that's one failure. Mido is no more, so top start of the round. Rayloff, what would you like to do with Theron on deck?
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go all in then. I will move Musclewood, and then I'll use that bonus attack to attack it, and I'll also attack. Sorry, yeah, I'm gonna go reckless attack. So,
Okay.
all in, balls to the walls.
Alright, go for it. Roll for the attacks, dude.
I'm glad I did. Okay. I rolled a 1 and a 2 for the first attack.
Okay. Bad rolls out the way. It's fine.
Wait, Theron will use his inspiration point, I feel, at this rate, we'll re-roll one of them.
Well, I'll take it as that, because, so 23 for the first
23
hit.
does hit.
17 for the next one.
17 also hits.
And for the Sensing Scimitar, 23.
Okay, high rolls. Yep, all hit. Roll for damage.
Hoping for a natural 20. Oh, come on, big boy numbers. Yes, that's better. 14 slashing.
Nice.
Nice. 13 slashing.
Nice.
And 11 slashing as well.
Okay. As you,
Dancing Scimitar.
with those 2 successful attacks, you take the backlash surge from it as well. You do notice as the surge travels across the halberd and you make the attacks, you notice the lining as it tries to move out of the way, the now wiry form just can't do it as fast as it was before, and it catches, and you feel resistance, almost like you are cutting through a body. And as you release and you drive the halberd through, you see the electricity just almost like overflowing out of its form, and you hear the creature. The first strike, you take 7 points of lightning damage, reduced to 3, and the second surge, you take 12 points of lightning damage, reduced to 6.
Yes. I'm just gonna shout out to Gerald then. Finish it now!
Alright. So, with your turn, Don, Theron, can I have a death save for me?
He gets a 10.
Okay, as just enough for one success. Okay. Alright, Gerald, you are up. What would you like to do?
He's going to cast Dissonant Whispers at 2nd level. Running up these stairs, so he fit about 20 foot there, 35. In fact, he's going to tumble bonus action to run all the way down up to here and get just by the wheel. And as he's going past, he's going to just go, "Be at peace now," and that is going to rack into the creature's. I'm gonna go with brain. We'll just say that.
Yeah, yeah.
And it must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That is an 11. But
It
it's
fails.
going to use its second legendary resistance to succeed it.
Like a bitch.
Yeah, little bitch.
Little bitch. Little bitch.
What were our rules on potions or anything that we have?
It's a action to feed it to someone. It's a bonus action to take it yourself.
No worries then. I can't do much with that since I've used my bonus now. Yeah, I can't do anything else now.
Does it not even do any half damage?
Well, oh wait, yeah, it succeeded, didn't it? But it does take half damage. That is a point.
I was gonna say.
Thank you. I completely forgot. I just thought, you know, it succeeds and completely negates not. Does that?
Remember, read your smells.
Never. Oh, not bad actually.
On the edge.
So 18 psychic damage.
Okay.
Is that enough?
From a success. 18.
Wait, that's halved. So 9.
9. Okay, that sounds more like it.
Because that's from 4d6.
Still good though.
Is it enough though? No. Well,
You notice part of the electrical head just begins to push into itself, and like almost drip out lightning as the form begins to shake slightly, and you can see it like almost struggling to keep itself standing.
I'm trying, Greylove. That's about all I can do.
And you hear you just feel the rain and the wind pushing across against all of you. Alright, it is
would it have just floated with the ship? I'm guessing.
the lightning giant.
Yeah.
You
Or would it
didn't
have just sort of...
you didn't notice it slide or need to.
No, I know it's like floating, but would it not have just, with the ship moving like that, would it not just go?
No, unfortunately.
It just stays with the ship. That's fine.
So, oh, actually, and that I'll say, because I forgot at the start of the round, Rayloff, can you make a dexterity saving throw for me, please? As the ship continues to and just slowly coast over.
I'm glad I get advantage on that.
Terra, you slide a couple feet and
I was going to ask you
just
about
bash into the thing,
Railing as such. It's like she slides through a bloody gap in the railing.
Theron, or Gerald, as you're covering Theron, can you roll a percentile dice for me?
Okay.
Feeling like a dick.
64.
Okay. Theron slides and lands right underfoot of the giant and into the railing, and I'd say at the speed of the tilt, and just that is one
45
failure.
degree is pretty harsh, yeah.
That is one instant failure.
I have a question, and it's going to be a very stupid question, but I want it answered. Because he's classed as a projectile, would it help to ask if he's now tripped the giant? Did he undertake his feat at all?
I don't think that's a good idea, because if it does, then that means he would have taken damage, so he would have got another fail.
No, what I'm saying is, as he's being yanked across through gravity of getting pulled to the side, would he then fall? Obviously, if he's getting taken out, would he do that and fall that way?
I'll roll a percentile.
Okay. Because I'd like him to be prone, that's all I'm trying to say.
Euron's knocked down.
No, but he's being pushed to the side. No.
Unfortunately,
okay,
no. Roll a 38.
Okay.
I said in my head 30 or under, and it'll fall.
Okay. No problem. No problem.
But good looking out though, for any advantage you can.
Just try.
The giant, as you see that hole in his chest, as it just opens its eyes again, it begins to just seal up with the lightning. And it just looks down, and you see its eyes staring at Theron before looking towards you, Rayloff, for a moment. And it's going to reach for you, Rayloff, and it's going to make 3 attacks against you with the as the arm changes into the 3 ungodly huge electric needles. So the first one is a 16.
That's you get it with advantage as well because of reckless attack.
Thank you. Okay.
I'll be fair.
Thank you. Okay, that's a 22 to hit for the first one.
I hit.
The second is a 23. And the last is, that's a 27.
Well, it's my fault for being fair, I guess.
Yeah. But good looking out for being a nice player. So the first one.
Remember the rule: always undercut the DM.
Let's see.
Luckily, Nugs exists.
I use my legendary action.
The first one you take only 15 points of lightning damage, reduced to 7.
7. I might be alright if you can get some rolls like that.
I don't know. Let's see. The next one you take 20 points of lightning damage, which is reduced to 10.
Nah, it's not. I'm down. I'm down on that one.
Okay. As
I'm not sure how
your body as it stabs and pulls away, and it stabs again, your vision goes dim, and you crack down to the deck. And Gerald, you notice as you're looking over at the giant, you watch as Rayloff falls down, the arm.
That is until the belt puts him back up with haste with 1
That's the
HP.
start of his next turn.
Okay, but he's still up with 1 HP.
Yeah, as the large electrical needle plunges down into the unconscious body, pushing it further to death.
Yeah. Thankfully, it wasn't a critical roll.
Before Rayloff, just in that moment, as you are finding darkness overtake you more and more and more, Gerald, you see the small stone in Eric's nudge, the large leather belt, and the belt itself drops to the ground, turning to dust. Rayloff, you and you open your eyes and you feel rage surge through you. You feel a strength and energy pulse through your body. You are on 1 HP. You are still prone, but you are hasted for the next 2 turns, starting on your next turn. Okay.
Do I get an action on this?
No, it'll be on the start of your next.
So is my turn skipped then, technically? Or is this going to be...
Actually,
Next round would end
no.
and it goes straight to Rayloff, wouldn't it now?
The round
got
will
it.
end in a moment after the giant finishes his turn, and then
I was
Terra.
just getting confused about
And
So
Theron,
the ordering.
When Terra is
Be the
done
next one to
on the
attack.
start of the next round, you are then hasted for 2 of your turns.
Nice.
Yeah, the giant is going to use 2 legendary actions to electrical discharge towards you, Gerald. So I want you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Let's see. I think I'm good at 14.
14. You fail.
This Eric's nudge time.
Maybe not.
With a fail, you take 32 points of lightning damage
Never mind, it definitely is.
as that column collapses downwards and electricity just arcs nearly towards Terra, uncomfortably close to Terra.
Yeah.
Before Rayloff, you hear a Kenku fall to the ground before a very familiar sounding as the Eric's nudge breaks and falling to dust to the ground. Gerald, your beady eyes open wide and you feel your feathers tingle. You feel through your small little three-toed feet and talons below you begin to shake and rumble as you feel a surge of energy you've never felt before. You're on 1 HP and you will be hasted for the next 2 turns. That is going to be... Yeah, that is going to be the end of the giant's turn. Terra, can you please roll a death saving throw for me? What?
Natural 20, baby.
Oh!
Yes!
What?
No.
Fuck me.
Literally, I rolled it and I was like, I'm gonna wait. Fuck yes.
That is amazing.
Literally.
That's
you're
absolutely
back
fucking
on.
incredible.
But the only question I do have, which is probably been asked already, does this death save? That's the whole.
That is your
action.
turn, yeah.
That is the turn. Yeah.
Okay, so I can't use a bonus action.
No, you can't really do anything.
I'm on 1 health.
You're on 1 HP. You are conscious. And
You're on a dream.
you just barely just... And you open your eyes and you look across and you see Theron down and just unconsciously smashed against the railing that you are. You see Rayloff down to the ground. You see Gerald down to the ground. But you see their hands moving, about to get up. And you see the giant more wiry and fatigued than you saw before.
I'm going to act it out that I am still dead. I want to just squint my eyes open just enough to see how to see that obviously Theron was there and how the giant looks like he's fucking up. But I want to act like I'm still dead. Like I don't want to make any muscle movements or anything.
Roll a performance check with advantage for me.
That was a 16 and a 14, so 16 with performance. It's +1, 17.
Yeah, you very... To Gerald and Rayloff, you still feel that you need to get to Terra and Theron as quick as possible when you can. They are both clinging onto life. However, good turn.
Yeah.
Top of the round, Rayloff. You and you feel that energy surge through you. You are prone on the ground underneath the foot of the lightning giant. What would you like to do?
As hasted, does that mean I get 2 actions and 2 bonus actions, or just 2 actions and 1 bonus action?
2 actions, that's it, and 1 bonus.
And you get
one
the
advantage.
I kinda...
and your AC is +2.
And my AC is +2. Yeah, but I kind of need a higher HP because it'll do the damage back. Well,
throw weapons.
Yeah, but I have to move away.
Yeah, that is also a point. But
well,
wait, oh, that action can be used to take the dash, disengage, hide, or object action.
So you could use one action to disengage.
You could
Fuck
disengage
off.
and still use your other action to attack
Fuck
twice.
I would. Yeah.
Okay.
GJ.
What are you doing?
Fuck. Shit. Oh.
Healing does that do? 2d4 plus 2. Can I drink a potion as an action?
Yes, you can.
Bonus action if it's yourself.
Bonus action for Glug Glug for yourself.
Your own.
Oh, is it?
Mhm.
Drinking or
It's an action if
administering a
you feed
potion
it
takes an
someone else.
action.
For our
ruling
game,
rule.
our ruling is bonus to drink yourself and an action to feed it to someone else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I choose to use an action instead of a
Yeah.
bonus action?
Yeah, I'll say that's
Okay.
completely fine.
So I'll. You'll understand why. So I'll use an action to use the potion of healing that I have
Okay.
on myself.
So, roll
so
a
2d4
plus 2.
2. Come on, high rolls. Oh yeah, baby! 2 4s!
Fuck yeah.
Max right.
Okay. Awesome.
So that
So
is
that's 10 HP onto you.
10.
Fucking max roll. Of course.
Bloody gonna need it. And then, bonus action rage. So I take less
Yeah.
damage from the blowback and do more damage. And then I'm gonna reckless attack.
Okay. Okay. Take it you're
think
standing
I
up
want
as
something
well.
like-
Nice with advantage.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
stand up. Yeah.
easy. Okay. Okay, roll for those attacks, dude. As
That's a 20.
no way.
Yeah, literally.
First roll.
Fucking
Beautiful.
hell. Okay, alright. Roll for those attacks. Or roll for the damage for that one.
Oh no, 16 for the second hit. But
16 does hit.
gorgeous.
Just over
so,
what you needed.
So that's 2d10. Oh yes, I rolled a 9 as well. So that's 18 plus 4. So 22, 24 slashing damage for the first hit.
Okay.
And then for the second hit, 8. 14 slashing damage. Is that enough? Please tell me that's enough.
You slash and you hack down at the giant. You notice the electricity now beginning to waver away. Large chunks of its form you can see straight through, and the body itself begins to lurch downwards. Barely holding itself up, it is facing death in the face. As you hurl into that flurry of rage, and you see red, and you're cutting down with each strike, Gerald, you witness as Rayloff is just more savage than ever, and you notice this giant, the lightning giant's form, begin to slowly dissipate, getting slightly smaller and smaller with the lack of electricity and lightning around it. It is very, very hurt.
It's on what? 80 HP?
Is that your
That's how it
turn?
works, right? Yeah, that's my turn.
At the end of your turn,
I have to make another dex save.
no, it's going to use a legendary action to make a sword attack at you. It's not a multi-attack, just one singular,
Okay,
and that's
Don't forget to add
advantage.
2 on your AC.
that's advantage, yeah.
And don't forget your
Oh yeah,
AC is
so I have
plus
to. I
2
have
higher.
28 AC.
Roll pretty good.
It doesn't fucking matter. I rolled a 1 and a 6.
I thought
As-
you were gonna have like 19.
Yeah.
So it would have hit if you wouldn't have.
As the large needle just strikes past you and into the ground, and then it weakly pulls its arm back, and you can almost like tell it's like pulling its arm back with the other hand. It's that weak in the moment.
Yeah.
Theron, could you roll a death saving throw for me?
11.
Wait, guys.
Bloody hell, he's
Two
getting this close.
2 successes.
Oh, Theron, sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Now, Gerald, you're up. What would you like to do?
Kill it.
So, going to cast Dissonant Whispers first on at level 1. We're go with this for everyone. He's just going to go out at it. Just die already! But of course, no one else can hear this.
Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw.
That is a natural 19.
So it succeeds, and we'll take.
Damage.
Oh, that's poor rolling. 6 halved 3 psychic damage.
Okay.
And then using the other action, he's
I
going
forgot
to,
you have 2 actions, yeah.
going to cast it again at second level this time. I was
Okay.
hoping I'd hoping it used its legendary resistance on the first one, but fucking failed. But this time it's just going to be straight, really fucking hard at it. Another
Okay.
wisdom saving
Really
throw.
Who's that loud? Nothing came
I
out.
will say as well, because of the noise suppression you have on, it didn't come out. But
Yeah.
you screech in its mind. It did roll a 12, but it's going to use its last legendary resistance to succeed.
Oh, but we're rolling better on this one. 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 18, so half 9 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Come on, there's gotta be something close
You
to that.
see the head as you hear a of that shaky, rattling struggle of a cry from the giant and the lightning static around it. You notice its head just begin to like fold into 2 and break in half. You see like the nose and the eyes just barely hanging in the facial structure as the head does just begin to fall apart. It is so close.
Fucking bitch. Bonus action. I'm going to drink one of my vials very quickly, just puffing it open, downing it, and throwing it to the side.
Okay.
What do I even get for that? 2d4 plus 2. And give myself 7 HP back. That is everything I can do on that.
Okay. It is the giant's turn. Yeah. Gerald. It's going to, because it can't do the big boy ability even with full points. So it's going to use 3 points for its legendary actions to cast a lightning bolt towards you at what would be the equivalent of 6th level.
Oh dear.
Hey, I get advantage on dex saves.
Nice.
It means I might not instantly die.
Okay,
I
so
don't think it'll instantly kill you unless.
roll a death save for me, please.
Death save.
Oh, sorry, dex save. Ignore
He's
me.
getting ahead of himself.
Well, that's 22 to save.
22. Okay, so you succeed. So that will be half damage. Okay,
If it'll matter.
so it's because it's 6th level. That's 3 d6 added onto the original. So I'm going to roll it on D&D
Is that
Beyond.
96?
It's 11 d6.
Oh, 11 d6. I forget
think
how.
even-
It's pretty powerful, that shit is.
Yeah, I think even with that half, it'll probably still knock you down.
Yeah, but it won't kill them outright, which is the best part.
Okay, that is 41 points of lightning damage. Oh, sorry,
Yep,
41.
that was very...
Now halved to 20.
Damn, I was just a couple hit points off surviving that and staying
many?
standing.
20 hit
Three.
points.
If I had 3 more hit points, I would have stayed standing.
20 points of lightning damage as you notice the hand just push forward and very weakly, like desperation, clutching on to its own life. It just hurls this bolt of lightning, this thick line across the deck, straight to you, hitting you, knocking you down.
It is.
And unconscious as you... Rayloff and Terra, just as you're peeking slightly, you see part of the handrailing behind Gerald and the deck itself almost just cracks off and is blasted away. So the deck is still intact, but the part of the railing behind Gerald is no more. And all of you still feel that 45-degree verge or bow of the ship. That's all the giant can do. Yeah?
I'm assuming it's not going to move. Cause...
No. It's going to stay where it is. That is its turn.
Yeah.
Terra, you're up. Is there anything you'd like to do?
I'm going to get my staff, put it close to my chest, and whisper, Taratai, you've got me right.
Straight into the air. I'm going to use my last 5 charges into it to mass cure wounds, and that's going to hit everybody, obviously, apart from the giant, because that would be a retarded move.
Okay.
I'm going to roll those
Giant.
3d8s plus 4, which is here. That's an 8. That's a 5. 13. And that's a 2. 15, 19 HP, and that's to everybody.
Okay. So Theron, instantly conscious. Gerald, yourself as well. Open your eyes to the deck and the fight.
I'm just going to roll for this staff.
Yep.
I got a 9.
Okay,
it
you're
still
good.
lives.
Yep, you're good. Is there anything else you want to do, Terra? After you expend the charges of the staff and the large aura just flutters out in this arcane, like white and yellow mist across all of you. You feel your injuries, some cuts and bruises just begin to disappear.
Because of how I saw it, even though I know through metagame it's year 0, I'm going to pump 3 Balm of the Summer Courts into Gerald.
Okay.
To help on recovery. That's my bonus action. That's 2. That's a 1. I'm sorry. That's a fucking another 1. That is 4. It's definitely because of the 20. That is.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So I'll fucking take it.
It's calm.
4
isn't it?
HP extra.
I'll take any healing.
And as I'm going to use my movement to use the staff to push me back up onto my feet.
As you stand back up and you feel your feet at an odd angle as the wheel has stopped now and the entire ship is just on this 45, near 40-degree camber. Okay.
If I can attempt to walk back towards the steering wheel.
I'll say roll an athletics check with disadvantage for me.
Okay, 11 and 12 athletics plus 4, 15.
You were able to, like, with the staff against the wind and the rain against you, you crawl yourself on your feet with the staff to the wheel, and you're just next to it. That's all you can do for this turn.
That's fine. And with I'll hold on, but obviously not be able to do anything.
Yeah.
Life's a bitch. I'll end my turn.
Amazing, awesome fucking turn. Okay.
Life's a bitch.
And with that, top of the round, Rayloff, you are up. What would you like to do with Theron on deck?
Would I be able to go to my scimitar? Because it's currently just on the floor right now.
Yeah.
without having to go around, so I can
Yeah,
just go like that.
because it's large, you're still staying there 5 feet.
Cool. I'm gonna pick that up, and I'm just gonna bonus action throw it behind her, and yeah, I'm going to absolutely destroy him
Okay.
with the. So I'll just for the sake of that, for the first action, I'll do attack and bonus action with the scimitar, just in case I can manage to do it, and I'll do reckless attack.
Okay, so it's reckless
With all
attack.
three.
You can't reckless with a scimitar,
Oh, okay, that's fine.
but you do with your
Cool.
attacks.
Yeah.
But go ahead. So what are you going for first?
What's the halberd first? And I got a natural 20.
Fuck me. Okay.
Didn't even be on bottom today.
I even need to roll the second one. I got a 17 on the second one. 17 again. 24 to hit on the second attack.
The second one does hit as well.
And the scimitar is only a 12.
The skimmy misses, but please roll for
Might not
damage.
even. 12 plus 4.
Okay, rail off.
It's
As the rain and the wind hammer across you, the ship itself almost nearly falling itself out of the sky on a 40-degree camber, and the giant is looking to you weakly, or looking away, and you skirt around to the front, and you rage, and you recklessly hurl your halberd towards it. As terror emanates the aura around, and all of your allies begin to become conscious and full of life again. How do you want to do this?
Make it savage.
I'm just going to roll initially, and as I pick up the scimitar, throw it, and as I'm running up, I'm just gonna sort of jumping up, and as I'm jumping up, underneath me, ice is just gonna start. So as I jump up 5, 10, and as ice just appears as a platform.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna jump right up to it. I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna strown all the way through the top.
Okay. You see Rayloff with a and he charges up, and as you leap up, almost slow motion to everyone, you see ice just from thin air just apparate under each foot. And you just drive the scimitar down through the already cracked open.
Halberd.
Sorry, the halberd, all the way through from the already cracked head of the lightning giant, and with a resounding as your halberd smashes down into the deck, all of you see the lightning giant split in two. Both halves beginning to twitch, and it reduces slightly. And as all of you get ready, you see the lightning begin to overload. And with one final clap of thunder, the lightning is no more. And the grey skies slowly begin to swirl away, getting the ship and whipping the wheel to flatten it out.
Yeah, I would definitely just stop running and just.
Yeah, as you
stabilize
begin
it.
begin to hurl over with terror, both of you leveling off the ship, you feel the flap of the sail begin to go docile. The grey skies above you begin to swirl away, and the sky opens to a dark meridian blue. Surely you are safe for this evening. And that is where we're going to take a quick break and come back in only a short time. Oh, fuck me.
Crazy.
That was nuts. So,
That's nuts.
thank you for everyone who's watching. We are going to go take a quick break to go to the bathroom, get some snackies. So go do the same, and we'll see you back for whatever fucking roller coaster this is going to be. And we'll see you in a short while. Hello and welcome back into the game. As we come back, the Companions of Fate have just finished the fight against the lightning effigies and the lightning giant. Almost each and every single one, well actually every single one of the party falling down unconscious and clinging onto life. And through a few smart uses of with Eric's nudge, as well as a very, very lucky healing staff, and some very reckless attacks, you all managed to survive, all but one, as Mido had been turned to dust and ash and being hurled out into the air that is far behind you. We come back as the grey skies have swirled away, opening to a dark meridian blue as the late afternoon air is slowly taking you. And all of you just look across the deck of the ship, catching your breaths. You notice parts of the railing have been destroyed and are no longer there. Streaks of charred wood linger across the deck. And you look at all the destruction that's been left behind. The ship's still usable and flyable, but a lot of chaos has been rained down, and you all slowly just gather yourselves and you just listen out to the sky and you hear nothing. It's peaceful in this moment of post-chaos.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Did I witness Mido dying, or?
No, you were unconscious at the time, I think. Actually, wait. You went unconscious just as Terra did, and just as Mido. So yeah, you would have seen it. Just in the corner of your eye, in your periphery, you would have seen her perish.
Shame, because I was going to make a proper coarse comment. Never mind. Well, guys, that was shocking. Smoke.
I'm going to try to straighten up the ship so it's flat.
Yeah, you notice as that quick initial launch over, you notice it is slightly bowing to the port side now as you begin to level it off, and you do just to a nice flat, and you find the small wedge stopper and just lock it underneath.
Make an animal handling.
I'm going to make sure everyone's okay and then start heading back down.
I'll probably just stay on the
top.
Why can I not? Yeah, it's up there, just holding the wheel.
Okay.
Not having any idea how to really do it, just to make sure it's.
Well, you notice as you do, just hold on, and you try and twist slightly, but Terra put that wedge, like almost that steering lock underneath the wheel, to just lock it in place so that the ship is just heading straight. But just for comfortability's sake, you do hold on and you do look over the whole just chaos-ridden and charred deck of the Brine Barnacle as you continue coasting over Graldheim.
Can I get up and I just start walking towards the underneath, like the hatch or wherever it is?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, we need to tell Briar. And I just carry on walking down.
But you'll see me because I'm also heading that way, that's what I'm saying.
And Gerald?
Yeah, definitely he's going to walk, he'll walk up to the front, what's it called? Bow of the ship. Yeah, and he's just going to go be like rather you than me. And he's gonna drink a couple of the vials that he's got on his possession.
Yeah, you glug them down, so you heal yourself up. Tara and Theron, as both of you filtered down into the crew deck, you see off towards the stern of the crew deck, just almost mirroring the side of the captain's quarters, you see huddled all in a group, the entire crew just huddled all around each other, with Plenty in his large bugbear arms stretching out wide, encompassing all of them, with Gromush like linking onto him and completing that like almost semicircle of arms around the entire crew in this corner. You see in between Plenty and Gromush, the Pladrine deckhands have their blades drawn and just like with their backs to the group but being pushed against them, like almost making this like human wall around them, along with the bugbear and the half orc, half Goliath.
To each the member staff, can I individually use telepathy in this moment? Because I don't want to give it away to Brian just yet by shouting. Individually, just be like, Mido's dead. Where the hell were you? And I'll just like sort of psychically scream it out.
Yeah, okay. You see the face of the Pladrine just kind of wince slightly. And they sheath their blades.
And you'll just see intense anger from my glowing green eyes, just staring at them. But I carry on walking because of Brian.
You hear straight away after that, you hear,
What do you mean he's dead?
as you see,
No, I'm joking.
as you see Mog like stand up from the group who was like kind of crouched down.
And at that point, I psychically go, shut the fuck up. We need to tell Briar.
Roll an intimidation check with advantage because it's in his head.
Advantage.
No one will let you scream.
I'll fucking waste him if it carries on.
You know the ship that we're so high up in the sky?
I rolled a 2 on the first one, but 19 on the second one.
Nice.
So it's probably 19. Come on, it's probably a minus. Oh, plus 1, 20.
You instantly see Mog. It's just kind of like he can't even look at you.
I just walked past knowing that I could probably see this in the periphery.
You walk past. You do notice in the far back of the corner, like underneath this like small gathering in this like group of the crew, you see Pigeon Food, you see Mog, you see Briar tucked away behind all of them, behind the Pladrine and Gromush and Plenty. You do not see Seabiscuit anywhere.
Which one's Seabiscuit?
The Beholder.
Oh,
You should know, Theron.
Your best friend on the ship.
No,
Quite
I
literally the only one that's actually seen them.
No, I only know her as beautiful.
Yeah, but you've seen them.
Right, your partner.
My what? Porn.
Your
Beholder porn. Yeah.
Tentacles. You.
Yeah.
You kind of walk past Mog and you see Briar tucked away behind all of them, and they begin to disperse as Gromush turns.
Is everything stopped up there?
Everything what?
Has everything stopped?
I'll just nod and say nothing.
Come on.
And Gromush begins to pull Plenty and Pigeon Food and Mog up to the top deck. leaving the Pladrine, surrounding Briar, just looking at you, Theron, with their hands still on the handles of their swords. And Briar still kind of like crouched down.
Is he crouched down on the floor?
Yeah, in the.
I'll meet him by bending down on one knee.
As you bend, you see one of the Pladrine, and just like half pull the blade out slightly.
I'll just look at him and just go, and then I'll just hold my hand out to like, Briar, we need to talk.
Is all the fighting finally done?
Yeah,
Oh, well, that is good news.
in more ways than the one.
Very vague and very indistinct. I like it.
Yeah. There's something that we need to talk about.
Should I be sitting?
Most likely. What's your favorite alcohol?
Well,
Don't say cheese-based alcohol.
I wasn't.
I'm gonna pull out one of the bottles that I brought from. What's it? Let me just clarify what name it was. Matured Fire brand whiskey bottle.
And just as you pull it out, Briar was just thinking,
Well, there was this very sweet but hot fire.
This one?
That one. Exactly. That is my favorite drink.
Well, here you go.
The bottle.
I'll tap Theron on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just nod.
I wouldn't say there's any time to overdo it, but
Now would be the time. Trust me.
I don't really trust you, but okay.
That's fine.
and you begin to hear him chug and chug and chug.
Yeah. Could Gerald be? He's going to open up the Tome of Resilience
Mm-hmm.
to read the message that comes from that, and then once he's done that, he's going to go down, collect the violin, and then he's going to go up or back up on the top deck. But he's just going to start playing relatively somber music from them.
Okay. You open the tome, and it says, you see this sort of arcane scribble on the page in gibberish, but in your mind you hear, some friends will leave, but many more are ahead.
And then with that, yeah, fuck it, we'll use the Unearthly Chorus as well to sort of just echo out this song throughout the ship, spread out even further, 100-foot radius it can be heard.
Okay. So, all of you begin to hear sort of like a soft violin begin to play as it just begins to echo all over the ship. The Pladrine move away and give some space for all you three. And Briar just finishes.
Oh, that is very sharp.
That's good stuff, eh?
So good.
And
Yeah.
kind of hands the now
Thank
it's 2/3 full.
Okay.
I'll
I'll take the
take
swig.
it.
I'll
Yeah.
Theron, yeah.
And then we'll pass it back. But yeah.
Yeah.
So, the fight was successful, and you defeated whatever creatures came down.
Sure.
Yeah, we did.
Are you all okay?
We're fine. The Pladrine kept us going.
Fantastic.
as well as your two very large friends.
Got it.
Out of interest, Briar, may
Hmm.
I ask you how the ship came into your daughter's captainage?
Oh, it's a funny story.
Go on, tell it.
We got into an argument. She said she was leaving and she was going to be the best pirate in the world.
Huh.
She came back 2 days later, crying and asking for more gold, so then she could actually pay for the ship that she had bought.
Yeah.
But when I saw it, it was this small, dainty, rusted, and almost decrepit thing.
That sounds like my love life.
Yeah,
That's
that does.
disturbing to know. But the best part of this was we sailed out and we found a place where I was accustomed to.
Oh, and where was that?
It's off. More or less, it may as well be in another world from us. I took.
Is there any
Laurie-
steps there?
No. Well,
It's worth
there's-
a try.
there's plenty of steps, but probably not ones you're looking for.
Astral in nature at all?
Definitely not.
No, it's worth a try.
But
And you kind of see Briar's like he sits down and he kind of crosses his legs and he's almost like leaning over and just like reminiscing.
Thinking back.
and I took Laria to Salitakar, which is far, far away from here, but I spoke to one of the deputy headmasters of the Salesian Arcane Academy from the place I trained at a long time ago. And I was able to mingle my way into getting enough items and resources to build the ship up
It's your boat.
as it flies now. And it is
All for your daughter.
one of the best creations I have ever made, and albeit it is not beautiful, it will always hold a special place in my heart for my Laria.
Shit. That's kind of a beautiful story, old man.
I thought it was funny, but I suppose humor can be beautiful.
This. Ah, fuck it. There's no way of getting around this. She's dead.
What?
She died.
No. No, not Laria. No. I'm sure you're telling me things, and it's a joke.
Reached over onto his shoulder. It's no joke.
We tried.
We really did.
We almost died ourselves. Like, literally. I am so fucking sorry.
My Laria.
Yeah.
Mm.
However, that story that I found so beautiful. Just think this ship as a living memory. Maybe not now, but eventually.
My baby girl is
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
She's not really gone in here. Pointing towards his horse. Or
And
what I
then,
assume would be his horse.
and then Theron just rolls his eyes.
I...
I hand him the bottle back.
Yeah.
And you see him just like lightly grasp it, then just put it next to him on the floor. And you kind of see him like recompose himself. I'd say both of you with high enough insight, you can tell he's close to breaking. And he is just barely holding on by threads as he kind of takes that deep breath and exhales and looks at both of you, tear-filled eyes, almost running down his cheeks, and his lower lip just quivering slightly.
She knew the dangers, and by the gods, she was stubborn.
You can say that again, old
Yeah.
man.
If he laughs at anything that he says, I'll chuckle as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like...
But not like, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like,
but just, you
like
just have that,
agreeing laugh.
that agreeable chuckle, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, ever since she was young, she wants to do something. She always did. No matter how many things she had to get over or get past, which was me and her mother, she slipped away easily enough.
Yeah, she's seen the kind.
But yes, you're right there. There are some dangers in this world that you can't control.
You can't control what? Futures?
Things you can't control.
Certain things.
Yeah.
Thank you for saving
Seems in the end.
all of us.
Oh, sorry. Seems in the end nobody has enough time.
Time.
It's a shame.
Well, we just need to make the most of it, and I guess just go from there would be the right thing to do. If you'll excuse me, I'm just going to have a moment and grab a couple of her effects from her quarters.
That's fine.
If,
I'll crouch down and pick up the bottle that you put on the side, and then bring it towards his hands to see if he wants to grab it.
And he very, very like keenly
I was
grabs
going
onto
to say
it.
that
and
was
pulls.
Theon's next move, yeah.
And he very keenly grabs on.
Thank you so much for everything you've done for all of us.
It's thank you for taking us into your custom.
And in Briar's head, before we leave, I'll just do a quick telepathy. I'll just be like, oh man, if you actually want any advice or, well, not from me, obviously, I'm an idiot. But if you actually want to talk and just have somebody listen, I don't mind you.
You hear back in your head.
Oh, he's got telepathy, has he? What the fuck? Go on.
Young boy,
Oh, young boy.
I might very well take you up on that.
I'm gonna say fucking old man, is he? Do you know what I mean? Fucking.
It'll be my pleasure. I'm sorry.
As he says openly to both of you.
Now I just wish for a moment, and I will return to all of you in just a little while. I need to think.
Of course.
When you have your own time, in your own time,
Time.
We moved a lot. I don't know.
Sarah, let him be. Just
In your own time.
I will find out where we are and where we're going. Now, if you'll excuse me.
And he just like hobbles off past the wooden divider into Laria's captain's quarters. And you just hear like a sit down onto the bed. And just as you're about to crest the stairs, you just hear a very faint
Theron storms straight towards the second officer. Where is he?
He's at the top deck.
Yeah, that's where Theron's going.
Okay.
Hunting him down.
Okay, so while that was happening, Rayloff and Gerald, you were playing the somber music. Rayloff, either of you would want to do anything while the rest of the crew begins to funnel out.
I will stay near the top part. Once, is it Mog, you say?
Mog, yeah.
Yeah, once he comes back. As he comes up, I'm just not going to actually stop, but just so he can actually hear me enough. You're gonna have to lead them now.
What?
Ido's gone. They're telling Brian now.
Oh, God.
Take control of the situation.
Okay.
And you see like Mog for the first time like straighten his slouch, and he looks to the crew.
Okay. Get your hands on some ropes and, pigeon food, just go get some pots and pans and we'll make some dinner. We'll all settle down as soon as we're back on course. Do you understand me?
And you see like the Pledrine just nod, and you hear pigeon food like lean into you, Gerald.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's the best we're ever gonna get from him.
Oh, it's only temporary.
It better be. This thing's gonna go into the ground.
And she goes down to the just in between the top deck and the crew deck. Very quickly, you hear a rattle.
Hey, bird,
Yes?
come here.
And she,
I'm gonna stop. Yeah, the music will carry on playing.
yeah,
From just originating from where I left, but I will stop playing the violin to accompany it.
okay. And she meets you just at the top of the stairs.
So we got a little problem. So the door for the kitchen is well, it's locked.
Right. Is there a keyhole? I'm not quite seeing it.
Yeah,
It's a very small door.
I mean, there's a keyhole, yeah, but I mean, it was only the captain that had all the keys.
That is not happening. I'm just going to try and shimmy my claw into the lock to try and just have a go at picking it, essentially.
Okay. So, I'll say because you're not proficient in thieves' tools.
No.
Okay. So I'm going to say because you're using your claw, roll a d20 and add your strength modifier.
Right. I am also going to use the Tome of Resilience advantage.
Okay,
Bonus.
go for it.
Well, that was worth it. That is 19.
19. you dig your claw in and you hear a couple, and you feel the tumblers just lifting up before they drop back down, and you shit. And you go again, and you begin to twist, and just as you twist, you think either your claw is going to break off or something is going to give, and
no trouble.
Okay, thank you. Now, get going so I can go get some of the ingredients.
No worries. Cook up a big feast. We'll lead it.
Okay.
and just as you get to the top of the stairs, you hear
Hey, what are you doing on the ground for? Big feast. You gotta get going. Gotta get moving. Quickly.
and Pigeon Food makes her way back up to the main deck.
Wait, are you not cooking?
Oh no, that's chef business, not mine.
So what do we even do now?
Yeah, Mog. What do we do?
And you see Mog like standing there, like almost like sheepishly, just feeling his hands and like self-soothing.
Well, I guess that we just keep going on this trip. I think we all need some time to accept what's happened, and then soon you can all accept me as a new captain. I do need to pick a first mate as well, so I'll do that at some point after we've said goodbyes or in the morning.
You see Pigeon Food.
Okay.
Pigeon Food just touches your shoulder with hers as she leans in again, and she just gently, almost whispering, "Well, this ship's gonna go into shit."
I'm on your side.
And you just hear Pigeon Food. "I know when we mutiny, you'll be on my back." And just as that conversation ends, you see Theron and Tara re-emerge.
Do I see Mog?
You do.
Whatever his name is, second in command, whoever it is.
Yeah.
I use minor illusion to give myself an ominous aura that's around me,
Okay.
and I just directly stare at Mog, just like I'm just like I'm just going like, "Oi, you."
I think it's Captain now.
I think you should shut the fuck up.
What did I do?
Where were you?
We were looking after the crew.
Looking after yourself, more like it.
Listen,
You're
I even said that I should run up and help you guys, but everyone just said no, stay here.
I said shut the fuck up.
Roll an intimidation check. I'll say with advantage.
Okay.
I was gonna.
You already intimidated him before.
Okay, 19 plus 1.
Yeah,
19 plus
yeah,
1.
okay. I was going to say because of the ominous aura around you, but he instantly, Mog just,
Hey,
What is your job as a second in command?
to do what
Please,
the captain
tell me, quick,
says.
tell. To what?
To do what the captain says.
But what about the captain's life?
I do what the captain tells me.
Theron's ominous aura just dissipates, realizing he's talking to a fucking idiot. And I just start walking off, and then I'll turn back and be like, ever talk to me again, I'll kill you. Starting from now. And I'll just walk off.
You walk
And
off.
by the way, Bry's the captain. You fuckwit. And I'll just walk off.
He is stunned. And you can tell, you don't need high insight. He is terrified. He is nervous, he is anxious, he's lost.
Dents come into his pants.
And just in this moment, all of you hear from the outside of the ship of legs beginning to move from the outside of the ship and in over the handrail as Currid, and you just see his large arm reach forward and just grab Mog by the collar and pull him back slightly to him.
Are we saying overboard? No.
There's been enough today.
Theron, it's like, down, Currid. It's not the time.
And
This is about Briar.
You begin to hear Mog.
Listen, I didn't do anything, okay? I looked after the crew. Please don't show me over.
And you just hear, Currid just as he hears both of you.
Not worth my time.
And just throws Mog kind of like down a little bit into his knees. And he's slowly beginning to like tear up and like curl away from everyone.
Yes. What?
Where were you?
I was looking around.
Oh.
Well, he's being Currid, let's be honest.
Honestly,
Did you find anything interesting?
I was looking for dead birds.
Did you find any?
3.
Fair enough.
Why?
Your mic is cutting out a bit, Tara.
Let me just unplug and plug again. You might hear a pop. Yep.
Yep.
Sound? Go. Why didn't you help?
I didn't think that you're in that much danger. You tell me to stay safe.
No, what? But I thought we were your friends.
Yes.
And you didn't think about helping?
I found 3 birds.
I'll just psychically thingy to Terra. I'm like, come on, Terra. We know what he's like.
I'm gonna mind link with Theron.
Oh, mind link. Grrr.
I'm gonna say that that's true, but Kira doesn't get exception just because he's our friend.
Okay, fair enough. I haven't got the energy anymore.
Neither do I.
If the crew and the second in command were a little bit more attentive instead of huddling up under fucking Neath,
Yeah,
they could have done something. They could have enacted a plan, a strategy, something.
Exactly. And Kira found 3 birds.
And then, even though I'm talking to Terra, you'll see me punch the side of the deck
Yeah,
and hit my hand.
Yeah.
you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm down.
Fucking dead.
Oh, Splinter!
Yeah.
Pulls out the splinter, it's like this big.
Yeah.
Splinter of Doom.
But yeah.
Ah, fuck. And then just walk off again.
That's cool. I'll
Pacing.
You begin to see Plenty and Growmush, or Growmush following Plenty's lead in getting small crates and barrels and making them as like a circle on the top deck. Enough for whichever one can sit on.
I've got to go up to Rayloff actually. So, when it comes down to it, are we participating in their ship business?
How exactly do you propose we get involved?
If you haven't quite noticed, nobody's in command at the moment. It's complete disarray. Someone might need to at least be a mediator.
Maybe wait until everyone's had a night's rest to find out. It's not our ship after all.
That's true.
Theron heads back underneath the ship.
Well, which way do you think we should head then? I mean, we're still traveling. Are we even traveling in the right direction?
Your guess is as good as mine.
We know that. Oh, fuck's sake, I've forgotten what the continent's called.
Yolderheim.
Jotunheim. We know it's north, though, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to look for any indication that through the stars, or if there's any stars.
Roll a
out
survival
that I
check
can
for me.
see.
Excuse me.
16, survival 7. That is 23.
Okay.
Oh, we
You
go
find-
at least more.
You find a small belt of stars that just nearly form, ever so nearly form a ring in the sky. But you know that that is a lot further towards the east.
Okay. We're a little off.
Which direction?
Where are you going? This way. We need to go this way.
Okay.
End up going south. Nice one, Terry.
You said east? I thought you said west. I love that one. So
Okay.
yeah.
I suppose you steer us on course, Rayloff, and I'll try and keep us straight.
Right.
Well, it's got that wedge thing to keep it straight, like.
We can remove that and turn.
Right, so you just
I'll stay near rail off,
cross
try
off the
to
wedge.
wait
Yeah.
until he...
Also, try to very gingerly turn it, because I don't really know how much.
You
needs
very,
to turn.
you very gingerly turn, and you find very little change.
Go on, give
Okay,
it
I'll
a
just
go.
I'll keep it
I'll
going.
say.
Keep it going.
As you keep going, your arms start folding over each other before you start having to cross over, and after like, I'd say about 7 full revolutions of the wheel, and you're able to coast, and then level off.
Start drifting.
with Tara's
Yeah.
supervision,
To north, at least.
and you level off the ship again after veering back on course, and knock the wedge
Yeah, I'll just
underneath,
try again.
and you are now, at least Tara, from what you feel and what you know, you are back on
At least
course.
Yeah. We just don't know where we are.
No.
Apart from that
will-
we drifted east.
Pull out.
Okay.
What was it called? Oh yeah, the part of pleasantness. and I will look at what plant has grown
Okay.
in the pot.
You look in, and just finishing its photosynthesis and its growth, you see a bright auburn, like an auburn shaded sunflower just
I'm assuming I can't tell much more than that. No. I sort of look at it and sort of go to Terra, sort of lean, sort of like that. Do you have any idea what that is?
Precisely what that is. But first,
Yes.
I need to. It shows its most beauty when it's a little more mature. I'm going to use Druidcraft to try to. In fact, it won't fucking do anything.
I'll say Terra.
It instantly makes a flower blossom, a seed pod open, or a leaf bud bloom.
You notice the petals just curl slightly more and open a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And Terry, you know exactly what this flower is, because your large extends an array of knowledge of nature and its seedlings and what the world can produce. It is an amber heart.
Amber heart.
And you know these are very popular to grow along the Golden Coast, which is far, far south, in a land, or a small land known as Dotrick.
Because I know I'll butcher the names,
Yeah.
I'm going to repel that back to Rayloff, put in more awesomeness kind of.
Yeah. Super awesomeness.
Right.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
So
I want Rayloff to feel like, oh my god, this woman has vast knowledge.
Of the plant.
I'm
Other than
basically
being
wow
grown.
you with knowledge. Like,
does it
you're gonna be
actually
like,
have any
this
use?
woman knows so much in precise detail. No.
Does it have any use to you?
Flower? Just as
Is it
natural
just a
beauty.
common flower?
It's a fantastically beautiful. I wouldn't even say rare flower.
Terra,
How-
Yeah.
sorry, just real quick, one little
That's what you're gonna
tidbit
say, it's
of
very
information. One little tidbit of information about the Amber Heart is the old wives' tale and the old myths say that when a life that is dear is lost, an amber heart will grow, hoping to shine just as bright as that soul once did.
Then, thinking like with a thinking face, I'll say, you know what? This would be the perfect flower. Question: does the flower also contain roots at all?
You don't know.
Does the flower have its roots? Can be grown, or is it just a?
I have no idea. It's a pot, and
Can I
plants
see
grow out of it.
dirt?
I'm sort of just
Yeah, you angle it to
push
Terra.
it push it into her face.
and
Okay.
and instantly you get the gentle aroma of earth and the amber heart, almost the flower itself almost giving off a sort of like a treacly honey, like very faint scent.
I'm going to carefully dig little bits of this flower to try to remove it without impacting the roots at all.
You notice it does have roots.
Okay.
And roll a nature check. We never get those. We never get these rolls
I like
By
it.
holding it steady to try and help.
with advantage.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank God. Better. So I did originally roll an 8. I rolled a 14 plus 5, 19.
Nice. You expertly extract the amber heart with its roots intact.
It's just amazed at this point. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Relof, you are astounded by her delicate hands.
You're not horticulture, is it? It's not food.
Agricultural.
I'll show Rayloft attempting to say to pinch the root, but just enough so it doesn't crush the stem or the root. It's at its thickest point. Hold this for me. I'm gonna pull my sapling out. I'm gonna pull my sapling out. And I'm sure we've got a pot, so bigger pot. I'm gonna dust off all the dirt into that. Lob the sapling off the side.
You...
I'll have the flower back. I'll pinch the flower back, and I'll kind of like
just
make it so it's got more
off.
of a room of its own, so we can put it somewhere in remembrance. Yeah, in fact, no, fuck it. I'll give it back, Rail. Here you go. And I'll tell him, obviously, the story behind it.
And for the information, it is actually horticulture as well.
Oh,
that is the right
Yeah,
word.
yeah. I was going to say. Yeah.
That was right.
I don't know why I thought agricultural.
Theron's going to go towards Mido's cabin area, but he sort of just stands at the door. He doesn't go in and disrespect anything. He's just, and he's just like, Mido, like just speaking out loud, like, Mido, to be totally honest with you, I thought you were a fucking prick. But you know what? Ever since I met my sister, well, ever since I found out my sister's alive, I think I've been getting more emotional. I'll be totally honest with you. It's starting to realize family means everything. Or at least that's what I'm feeling right now. The thing that knowing that my sister's alive is giving me is the most dangerous emotion of all. Hope. Listen, I'll try to look after your old man the best I can. No promises. That's it.
You hear out loud, just from the captain's quarters, just beyond that wooden divider wall.
Is someone out there and talking to themselves?
Yeah, it was just me. Sorry.
Don't be. Come take a seat.
Okay, old man. And I do what he says.
You enter and he is... You notice he is sitting in a large cushioned chair that is fastened to the floor itself, as is a lot of the furniture in this one small chamber. And you look and he's looking at almost like a handmade and hand carpented mannequin. Just the body, no arms or anything, but the body with the head down. And it is holding these beautiful blue and red garbs of a captain's jacket and brown pants or brown trousers with red accents on them. Almost like the most regal pirate captain you've ever seen. The outfit just being laid on that mannequin. And he has a small glass that, on a small side table there are a few little glasses, all odd and all different. but part of the same collection, almost.
This
I'll
one's for
just
you.
And he hands you a small glass and pours himself one as he just...
Amido.
Delaria. Oh,
Hey, that is pretty fiery. Fuck.
it's really, really sharp. Sometimes you
Yeah.
feel your eyes burning.
I think you need to see a doctor. Another one?
Another.
Another.
And he pours a couple. And just as, like, he just sips gently this one little sip.
You know, ever since I left the academy, I always wanted Laria to follow in my footsteps. And she always had this thing for the sea. Always wanted to go and sail and find new lands and, well, basically just get away from me as much as she could. And even though it's ended the way it has, I still wouldn't change a thing about that girl.
Yeah. I get you. I get it.
And he just knocks your glass with his and throws it back again.
Ah, jeez.
Now, why don't we go upstairs and join the rest of our friends? I might even share some stories if anyone's interested over food.
Sounds like a plan. Oh, by the way, isn't that second in command a dick?
I've never liked him a little Weasley for me.
Oh, thank God. Let's drink to that.
And he pours. He just holds it up.
To the Weasley dick.
To the Weasley dick.
Oh, by the gods, I'm going to see 7 in the morning.
I can see 7 now, let alone the morning.
As he gets up, like, putting his arm around your shoulder and, like, picking you up slightly, and both of you, like, shuffling with the
I'll go
now
with him.
near empty bottle of Firebrand whiskey in his hand.
Whoop, whoop.
And you both begin to shuffle through the decks and upwards. Is there anything anyone wants to do as Pigeon Food just like passes all of you and says,
Okay, well, I hope everyone's hungry. Food's gonna be ready in a moment. I'll go get it, and I'll bring it up to you.
Awesome.
Excellent.
and she goes down.
Gerald's got to change his capes over to the uncommon glamour weave.
Okay. And are you taking some time to attune, or?
This isn't achievement, so it's
Oh, it
all
isn't?
good.
Oh, ignore me then. Doesn't matter.
So this is fine, but we'll display at the back. I'm just gonna have like a fake starry night sky, but brighter, essentially. Just steadily rolling across the back up to the top.
You hear plenty. How do you make your cloak do that?
I've just got cloaks for different things.
Got cloaks for
Do you wanna-
days.
Yeah, you want to look majestic? Here, try this one. And I'm going to pass him the Cloak of Grace.
I always want to feel fantastic.
As he puts
As he
it on.
puts, yeah, it will then steadily just start blowing gently from behind.
you hear Gromush.
Careful! You're flying! Am I?
And you just see the bugbear slowly turn his head both directions, and you just see the cape gently begin to bellow and flutter behind him.
Yeah, it says allows the no achievement on this one either. It says allows to cast Featherfall once per day, billows majestically at all other times.
Well, I feel majestic.
Yes. And you look majestic too. You should stand at the bow at one point and just pose like this.
That sounds amazing.
You'll look so deep in thought.
And you see Plenty turn to you, Rayloff.
Would you care to come fly with me, big boy?
As you see the cape, as he like raises his large bugbear snout, and you see the cape.
I am just. So I'm assuming you said put some sort of barrels down, sort of like a makeshift sort of eating area. I'll sort of get it so it's around like it. And so what I'll do is I'll use my cooking utensil to put like a sort of little mini fire in the middle. Not obviously a fire. So at this point, I'll sort of just, after doing that, I was like, what? I'll just sort of look around.
And you just see Plenty.
I'll be waiting.
And he begins to head towards the bow of the ship.
I just sort of look back to Gerald and Terra, she's there.
That look
Very confused.
I can see why he admires you.
You see you see Gromush just...
I have several questions. And after a little bit of that, then I'll just put, after doing that, having that fire there, I'll prop up. Actually, yeah, I'll put the keg of water there, down next to it. But then I'll also put like sort of try and make it into a makeshift table, and I'll put the flour in the center, just next to it. It looks like the fire is right underneath it, but it's not.
Awesome. Yeah, you set it up beautifully, and did you say you are starting like a little fire, like in a fire pit that's raised?
Yeah, so basically a little fire pit, so it's not good. It's not gonna set fire to the thing.
Okay.
Because obviously you'll be able to use the cooking utensils.
Before he puts the flour down, I'm going to put my blankets of starlight on top of said table. So when he puts the flour pot on top of, I'm going to then concentrate on making it all beautiful.
So, with your blanket of starlight joining the effervescent cloak of Gerald and his Starry Night Sky ensemble, you all slowly begin to gather and enjoy the small crackle of the small makeshift fire pit that gives off this gorgeous auburn glow into the now darkening evening sky.
But yeah, as if Rayloff's not going to join Plenty and we're just sort of just still there.
Rayloff has no idea where Flinty's gone. He was not listening.
Fair enough. But either way, then just like, oh yes, Rayloff. The only reason we haven't fucked yet is the fact that we're in a party. Can't fuck my teammates. Same goes for you, Tara.
What?
I'm gonna stop.
What?
Did I hear that right?
You hear pigeon food instantly. Ain't never stopped me before.
Things that get a bit awkward, I feel. They don't like the. I don't want one of them to get jealous.
I need some context here.
Sorry, Rayloff.
You're both very beautiful people. What can I say? Why else would I choose to walk around with you guys?
What the? Oh, it turns to Rayloff. Does that mean you've already done it with Theron? Turns to back to thinks, where's now Theron?
And just as you turn to look around, you see Theron and Briar kind of like arm over arm, arm around shoulders, just kind of shuffling up. Not really drunk, but just a good bit buzzed.
And as I'm coming off, I'll see Gerald like.
I'll turn to Gerald and be like.
It's just gonna be a quick wink from Gerald back.
Theron winks back.
Very quickly, as all of you are settling down, Pigeon Food quickly runs down and begins to come up with a few trays of food, meats, cured bacon, some potatoes, some really thick like gravy stew, and all of the smells begin to collect in your noses, and it is just an absolute feast. It is the best cooking that all of you have had in weeks. And everything just smells so perfect and ripe, in a sense.
Pigeon Food?
Yeah.
Just as a question, sorry. Everyone is here, even the whole crew and everything.
The entire crew, the only one, like metagame, the only one that isn't here is
the chef.
Is the chef.
That's what I was going to ask, because back in. Can we give thanks for the chef for making this marvelous food with everyone here to celebrate the life of Mina?
Well, I mean, usually you don't.
It's true, but isn't she one of us?
Liz, not really one of us. I mean, she just cooks for us.
But my mum used to cook for me, and we're family.
I mean, it really depends on what Captain Mog over here says.
And as soon as she turns towards Mog, you hear Briar.
I think everyone should be included in this meal.
He was that happy he had to leave.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
He's going leave to have
Alright.
to get ready. He's going leave to get in a suit. He's got his suit on ready.
You hear as sorry about the technical issue. As Briar announces for everyone to join. You see Pigeon Food.
Well, alright, if that's what you want, I guess.
And she heads down. And she comes back up very quickly. And all of you, except for Theron, for the first time, you see slowly just walking out of the shadows into the dark blue night sky where the stars are slowly beginning to peek out and the moon gently coming out for the night. And stepping into that moonlight, you see a squat, 3 foot tall, big, singular, bulbous eye looking at all of you. As the cloak around its back, a small beholder that is crawling on its feet, or on its hands and knees, on its hands almost, and sheepishly coming out of the darkness, joining the amber glow.
I'll just look over like, come here, beautiful. I'll protect you.
People. See what?
In a mind, I was like, calm down. This is your chance to get to know people. It's okay.
People.
I know. If anything happens, come to me. I'll protect you socially, well, I'm pretty scrawny, but as much as I can.
And you begin to hear as all the tentacles begin to move underneath her and underneath this beholder and shimmy over and sit next to Briar and Theron, mainly next to Theron. And all you hear as this big bulbous eye looks at all of you, and the moonlight shimmering down, the multiple cloaks and blankets of starlight, the gentle amber glow from the fire pit, and the gorgeous amber heart in the center. As the food is laid out, you just hear this small beholder look to all of you.
Friends.
And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode. As all of you are collected and heading to Jodelheim, back on track. Hopefully. And we will continue this for the next week. Now, before all business is all done, I want to congratulate every single one of you for dinging and leveling up to level 8.
Yes.
To level 25. I'm so happy. I've beaten D&D.
If we reach 30, we're gods.
So I want, we'll go through everyone, whatever hit dice yours is, just get the dice, roll it and tell me what you roll. You don't need to worry about adding it straight away, but just let me know what you roll. So I'll go
I don't
through.
really need to. I don't need to because because of tough, it goes up to the maximum that it can do.
Okay, alright then. So Theron, you get was it an 8?
Probably, yeah. Because that's a matching gun in it for me.
I think for a wizard is a D8, I think.
I thought it was
I think
Yeah,
D6.
Was it D6?
I think it's a D6.
Yeah.
Okay, well, just double check that for me, Theron. And for everyone else, Gerald.
+7.
Nice. 7, awesome. Rayloff.
I rolled maximum 12.
Fuck
So
me.
that's plus 15 HP, baby.
Nice. And Terra.
I rolled a 7.
Mm-hmm.
And Constitution is 4. So I gain plus 11.
Oh.
Nice.
Do you know what that means, though? Triple digits, baby.
Yeah, nice.
I'm just above 50.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Glass cannon. Oh,
Theon's got 66 hit points.
fuck yes.
Yeah.
Oh shit, well, that was an awesome episode, guys. Crazy and a fucking roller coaster. And to everyone that's watching, thank you for sticking around. It was up and down and it's fucking crazy, but it was insane. But with all of that said and done, thank you very much for watching, and it was a lot of fun, and we'll see you next time.